You're about to witness 7 of the most brutal rulings ever delivered. These parents walked into Judge Vonda B's court expecting mercy. They walked out completely destroyed. What happens when a mom who abandoned 5 kids suddenly wants them back? Or when a deadbeat dad demands full custody? The judge holds nothing back.
You all may be seated. All right, Mr. Clough.
Yes,
you're back, except today you're the petitioner. Looks like we found mom.
Finally found her.
Okay. Finally found her. What can I do for you today?
Well, Your Honor, I'm here. I think it's time that I get back what I've been giving out.
What do you mean by that?
Money. I've been giving so much money and she hasn't even been here.
Right.
You know?
Well, before we really get started, are the kids in the car with the dog again today?
Kids aren't in the car, Your Honor. The dog got hit, so he's in a doggy wheelchair.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that about the dog, but the kids are fine.
They are.
All right, buckle up, folks. We're diving into a fiery courtroom battle today, and trust me, it gets intense. We've got a father fighting for justice and child support, but there's a twist. He's facing off against a mother who's been MIA for months. Tension is already high as this case revolves around some seriously heated allegations, from a jail romance to missing child support. This isn't your average family court drama. So stick with us as things get real.
They're with the neighbor.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. So what's been going on? I mean, it's been a few months since I've seen you.
Right.
So it looks like you were here, back when you were here, they had a, excuse me?
She just looking at me crazy.
I'll make it easier for you. You focus on me.
Right.
Don't excuse me.
Sorry, Judge.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it. This is your first time. Remember correctly, you filed the lawsuit on him previously and had the audacity not to show up. So you definitely need to pipe down.
Okay, I chose money though.
Okay, well, you may have, and we're going to get into that and see how much money you probably are going to be paying on child support, but we want to, oh my gosh.
You see? God don't like us.
Whoa, right out of the gate. We see the judge already having to rein in the chaos. The father, frustrated with his ex's absence and lack of support, makes an emotional plea. But things heat up when he brings up a wild detail: the mom's affair and the bizarre situation surrounding it. It's more than just child support, it's about accountability. This moment perfectly sets the stage for the fireworks that are about to come. How do you think the judge will handle all this?
Is that correct?
No,
that's how she got
incorrect. That's incorrect.
She got what? What's that?
You know, from the last time. She got the booty in the booty.
What they call it something though.
Yeah, the BBL. She knows.
Oh.
Why are you telling my business?
People need to know.
People don't need to know nothing. That's for the gram.
Anyway, Your Honor.
I mean, I wanted to know, but you know, we're not here for that. I'm not going to be petty. So, you are seeking to put mom on child support.
I am.
All right. I would assume she's not. Are you covering health insurance? Are they on Medicaid? What's going on?
Well, I wasn't at first, but I got a promotion at work.
All right. Congratulations.
I appreciate that.
All right.
I may be a manager at the McDonald's, so I'm making a little bit more, and I was able to put 2 of the kids on insurance, but not all of them.
Okay.
Just can't cover that many. So.
All right. So the other ones, what are they doing?
Well, my other job kind of covers that as well.
Okay. All right. So
now, we're getting into the financials, and this is where things get real. The father is laying down the facts. No child support from the mother, but he's doing what he can to provide. And the mom? She's off doing her own thing, not even visiting her kids. And the bombshell? She's got 6 figures in the bank and is self-employed, influencing the world, except for her children. It's a jaw-dropping moment where you start questioning her priorities. Can you believe the gall? What would you do if you were in the father's shoes?
Why you shouldn't pay child support today?
A little bit of both, Judge. But I'm
not interested in whether you're here to be pretty or not. That has nothing to do with my ruling. You understand it, right?
I do, Judge.
All right.
But
so
I should be pretty for you.
Well, let's stick to the facts. I could care less how you look.
Okay, Judge. Let's get to the facts.
Please do.
And
quickly, without all the extra.
Not extra at all. The fact is, Judge, I had these children for 10, barely doing anything. That's why I petitioned the court, Judge.
Okay, well, here's the deal. You petitioned.
Yeah.
He showed up. You didn't. I dismissed it.
I had an opportunity, Judge. Had to take it.
Okay. And could you do me a favor? Could you, if you're going, I don't allow gum chewing, but if you don't have anywhere to put it, I would suggest you at least.
I'm good at that. Yeah.
Okay.
Now we get to the BBL bombshell. It's shocking, it's personal, and it's the twist nobody saw coming. The mom reveals she spent big on body work, tummy tuck, boob job, and the infamous BBL, while her kids are being neglected. The father's reaction is priceless, questioning where her priorities lie. The courtroom is stunned, and this moment amplifies the already high tensions. It's not just about the money anymore. It's about values and responsibility. Does this change how you view the situation?
But let me get through this hearing, okay? Because if I can't get through it, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reset it. And I know neither one of you want to pay for court parking again, right?
I don't.
You don't want to take off your work, right?
Only one of us will be here.
Okay, but you want some sort of relief, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in order for me to do that, I have to hear the facts. Now, Ms. Daniels, again, continue.
So, like I said.
No, let me direct you really quick. You're getting ready to talk about these 6 figures you have in the bank.
I do.
All right, how much money we talking?
We talking.
Sorry.
You said no more outbursts.
I was coughing. I'm sorry.
It's true.
It's your allergies.
Yeah.
Handle that. You need some tissue?
No. No, thank you.
Okay. Ms. Daniels, that's what you have in the bank. How much money are you making annually?
This is when things hit a new low. The judge is fed up with all the drama. You can feel the frustration in the room as the mother tries to dodge basic questions about her income. 6 figures one day, then saying she can barely afford things the next. It's a moment where the judge's patience runs thin and the reality of her inconsistency becomes clear. The judge cuts through the lies, pushing for straightforward answers. This is what happens when you try to avoid accountability, folks.
30 to 100K.
Okay, 30 to 100,000?
Yeah.
So we just gonna take the high end so we can keep this moving because you came here to waste my time and I do not have time to play with you.
Oh my gosh, Judge.
And is this from an employer or are you self-employed?
I
what do we
am
do?
self-employed.
All right.
I do influence.
What do you influence?
I influence the world.
You clearly aren't influencing. You said the world? You don't even go and see them, right?
It's just been the last couple months.
Well,
okay?
no, excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes, Judge.
You're influencing everyone but these children that you do not have anything to do with and you do not financially support. You said they were with you. Excuse me?
I'm trying to show you what she had
The BBL?
done. Yeah.
I'm not interested in the BBL. Let me tell you what I'm about to do. I'm about to make these numbers go BBL, okay?
Judge, can I speak briefly?
Briefly. Make it quick.
Quickly, in the last few months, it has been a downtrend due to inflation and all that stuff. People aren't paying.
Hold up. Here comes the big decision. The judge pulls the trigger on child support, $2,954 a month. The mom is floored, and the tension is palpable. This is a pivotal moment where the judge's ruling cuts through all the nonsense. But it's more than just a number. It's the consequence of years of neglect. The father gets his justice, but this ruling, it's a powerful message about responsibility. Do you think the judge went too far, or was this the right call?
You are about to pay child support. You have 5 children total, or do you have other children outside of these 5 that are under the age of 18?
No, I don't.
Okay,
They're grown.
so just the 5 children, right?
Yes.
All right, so 5 children, that is going to be at the 40. Health insurance was about $350, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So your child support, you're looking at monthly. So with your testimony being on the high end of $100,000.
The final twist? Visitation rights. The mom tries to wiggle her way out of responsibility for the kids' upbringing. The father wants them to stay with him, as they should. The mom, unable to even get them to school, is on the back foot here. It's almost like she's trying to make excuses, but the truth is clear, she's not present in their lives. The judge doesn't hold back, and the ruling is a harsh reminder of who's really been doing the heavy lifting. How would you handle that kind of situation?
Then that would make you cap out. But
I think you should do that.
well,
No.
I have to accept her testimony as true, but I don't really think that it's going to help her too much because her child support is still going to be pretty hefty. So I have yours at $8,333.33. That brings your net to $6,512.07. So $6,512 times the 40%. That brings your child support amount to $2,000.
As the case winds down, we get to the heart of the issue. Who's been showing up? The father's commitment to his kids is crystal clear, while the mom, despite all her money, can't even find the time to be there for them. The judge doesn't let her off easy, reminding her that her actions, or lack thereof, speak volumes. It's a stark contrast between the two parents and a reality check for anyone not taking their responsibilities seriously. The cold truth? This is about the kids, not the drama.
Hey, you pay by the month. How you pay?
Judge, it just depends.
She just answered my question. That's a monthly amount.
I mean, that's
how
great.
she's paid, it'll just break down, but the amount is $2,604 plus.
I can give you that.
Plus,
you need it.
$350 reimbursement for the children, so that brings your monthly rate to $2,954.
Him no.
The kids will continue to live with him because that's who they live with, and obviously you care more about a BBL than them.
That's not true.
We don't know when she's gonna run off again with the next guy.
No next guy. I'm good.
It'll be a caprice this time.
I'm good.
Oh, okay. So we're good with the numbers then. Is there anything further? All right. Is there?
The final figures are in, and the child support number is staggering. The mom's financial situation doesn't match her actions, and the reality of her neglect hits hard. She's forced to pay up for her mistakes, whether she likes it or not. But this isn't just about money. It's about the court sending a clear message that actions have consequences. What do you think? Should the mom have been hit harder, or was this ruling enough?
Anything further that you want me to know that's related to this?
Judge, briefly about visitation. How does that work?
The kids are going to stay with him, and you guys are going to work that out at a
we
different.
don't get along very well, as you can see.
Well, obviously, but I mean, they need to stay with him and probably see you on weekends if you're so busy.
That's my busiest time, Judge. I can't do weekends. Maybe Monday to Tuesday.
Well, they go to school.
As the courtroom winds down, we see the father's frustration finally being validated. The mom gets her child support obligation, but it's clear that the kids are still better off in his care. The emotional weight of this case hits hard because it's about much more than financial support. It's about ensuring the children have a stable, loving environment. It's a battle, but one that justice seems to have won today. Would you have done anything differently if you were the judge?
You don't have a car?
She make all that
please.
money,
Oh, you a lie.
but ain't got no car.
You better go see the rose outside.
What kind of roses? I love roses. What color?
I just said rose, like rose gold color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
because I know we weren't talking about that other one. But
no, we're
anywho,
not
that's
good.
neither here nor there. Is there anything further, Mr. Cliff?
I think that's all, Your Honor.
All right. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
The wrap-up is here, and the father is left standing tall with a clear victory. The child support payments, the insurance, and the visitation rights, all settled. But there's something deeper that comes through in this case. The importance of stepping up, no matter how tough the situation gets. The mom, despite her claims and her money, just didn't show up, and that cost her. So what do you think? Was justice served in this case?
You don't have a car?
She make all that
please.
money,
Oh, you a lie.
but ain't got no car.
You better go see the rose outside.
What kind of roses? I love roses. What color?
I said rose, like rose gold color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
because I know we weren't talking about that other one. But
no, we're
anywho,
not
that's
good.
neither here nor there. Is there anything further, Mr. Cliff?
I think that's all, Your Honor.
All right. Well, if there's
Well, that's a wrap on this courtroom drama, folks. If this case shocked you like it did us, don't forget to like, drop your thoughts below, and hit subscribe for more explosive courtroom drama. We'll see you in the next video.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mrs. Harper, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, basically, I am leaving Mr. Harper because I have reason to believe that he's been involved with other women, and we have 2 children. We've only been married 2 years,
Okay.
And
all right. How old are your children?
they are 2 and 6 months.
Oh, you have little babies.
We do.
Okay.
We do.
All right. So you said you have reason to believe. What do you mean by that?
Well, we're in the pool.
Buckle up, folks. This case is about to get intense. Mrs. Harper is walking into court with one mission: take her children and make sure they're financially secure after suspecting her husband's infidelity. With a solid lifestyle at risk and a business that's making serious money, she's aiming for spousal support, a new house, and a life outside her husband's shadow. But what is really going on behind the scenes? Stay tuned as emotions, trust, and money collide in the courtroom.
Pool business. My husband, soon to be ex-husband, is in the pool business, and he's going out to these pools after they're finished. I mean, these women are in their bikinis. They're laying out, why does he need to be over there? He's saying that he's just servicing. I don't know what he's servicing.
Servicing the pool after hours?
That's a good question. I mean, I looked at his phone one day. I mean, it was just because I needed to check on something, because I'm in the business too. I'm the secretary.
Okay.
And there's these women, these customers that are texting him. And I mean, I can't even repeat what some of these texts
The customers that are in the swimsuits?
So they're the women of these pools that have been put in.
Now, things are getting interesting. Mrs. Harper claims she found evidence of her husband's inappropriate behavior, but it's not just about him servicing pools. It's the hidden texts and photos from women that send shockwaves. She's hurt, confused, and desperate to escape a life she no longer trusts. But is she reading too much into it? Or is this the reality of a broken marriage? How much of this can be proven in court, and will it impact the outcome?
The pools have been put in.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what are you seeking here today?
Well, basically, I just can't bring my children up in this kind of situation. And I basically want to leave with the children. And, he makes a lot of money. Our business makes a lot of money. But when I leave, I'm not going to have that. So I need to keep the lifestyle that my children and I have had. They go to private school, have a nanny. And so I need to continue that so that their lives aren't disturbed. And we live in a house, $500,000, and I need to maintain something similar so that it's not a big adjustment for any of us.
Okay, let me ask you a couple of questions. Private school, do you all pay tuition for that?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. How much is it? If you were to break it down monthly, because I know tuition sometimes isn't a monthly.
Here's where it gets tough: finances. Mrs. Harper asks for spousal support, but more importantly, she wants to maintain the lifestyle her children are used to: private school, a nanny, a luxurious home. But with her part-time role and her husband's massive income, it's not just about the money, it's about stability. Will the judge see her request as fair, or will he consider it unreasonable, given the circumstances of the marriage? This is where things will truly turn in this case.
Well, just don't believe his excuses about these women. That's all I can say.
Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Harper?
Well, there's no excuses about any of the women. I had developed this business long before we got married.
Okay.
And we've been married a couple of years. And I've worked hard to get this business to where it is. I've got a great staff. I've got a great team of crews out there working. Things that I do is I go out and I make sure the work's quality work, so I can put my name on it. Do I take care of my clients after we've put in a pool? Absolutely.
Well, your definition of taking care, is it what she's thinking?
No,
Okay.
it's I maintain contact with my clients, and they contact me if there's an issue, if they've got questions.
He maintains contact.
And I go out and I see those clients, because that tends to give me more referral business, and I'm not having to spend this.
Mr. Harper's defense. Well, it's questionable at best. He tries to explain his actions by saying it's all about business. But the way he talks about his late night, pool visits, and texting with clients raises more questions than answers. His insistence on keeping things professional is tested when the evidence piles up. But here's the kicker. Can he explain it all away? Or is this a case of denial where his own words might trip him up?
So you go join them while they're laying out?
Well, I mean, if they're out by the pool, they're out by the pool. That has nothing to do with my business.
Do you join them in the pool?
No.
Okay.
I saw a picture. One of those texts had a picture of you in the pool.
I don't.
What were you doing in the pool? You were checking the depth?
I don't remember ever seeing that picture. So now I will say this: she has imagined a lot of stuff that goes on.
Good imagination.
Very good.
Oh,
and
okay.
she does work part-time as the secretary, but her primary job is to take care of the kids.
Okay, so you agree with everything she said about taking care of the kids and everything like that.
And she does a fairly good job when she's there.
Oh, what does that mean?
Primarily, the nanny does all the work for taking care of the kids.
Speaking of the nanny, how much do you pay her a month?
We're actually paying her probably a little less than what we deserve. But
Mr. Harper claims his role as the provider, but there's a clear contrast in the way he describes his relationship with the children and his wife. Mrs. Harper calls him out for being too focused on himself, while he insists that it's all about providing for the family. But there's a disconnect between his words and actions. Does he really have the kids' best interests at heart? Or is he just covering up his own behavior with claims of responsibility?
I imagine he was a good guy, too, a couple of years ago when I said I do. So, yeah, only in that do I have a good imagination.
Oh, okay.
So not only do I maintain the house and maintain the bills and take care of all that, I also have the kids on my insurance, her on my insurance.
How much is the insurance for just the children?
$309.
$309, okay.
Yeah. And, that's important to me. I want the kids to be safe. I want the kids to be brought up in a good, wholesome environment.
Wholesome.
And she,
You're not
she
even
gives
home
everything
at
off to the
night.
nanny.
Ma'am, let's speak. He did not interrupt you while you were speaking. I promise I will get back to you. Continue, Mr. Harper.
She doesn't, she pretty much hands everything off to the nanny and requires the nanny to take care of all that. She's got a pretty cozy lifestyle.
This is the part where the emotional stakes hit hard. Mrs. Harper lays bare her pain, calling out her husband's lack of involvement with the kids. Mr. Harper, in turn, claims he's the wholesome parent, but the question is, does he practice what he preaches? The nanny is doing the heavy lifting, and it's clear that both parents have very different views of what makes a wholesome home. This is a classic case of perception versus reality, and it's making a huge impact on the court's decision.
Oh, well, I mean, so he's saying he wants them to have a wholesome lifestyle. Like, give me a break. What's wholesome about going to these women's houses, when he could be at home at night? So it's not always during the day. He's not home a lot
I'm not
night.
at women's houses every night or anything like that.
But some nights, huh?
No, not even some nights. Occasionally it happens. And their family is there as well.
So your customers call you at night for pool maintenance. You're telling me here today?
No, they'll call me at night to ask me questions about referrals, about maintaining the pool, things like that.
At night?
Sure. Usually when I go over at night, their families are there too.
How late are we talking at night?
Oh, 9 o'clock.
Okay. That's not too late.
It makes no sense. I mean, wholesome
family. Well, I agree
family.
with that. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, a wholesome family. I mean, we would have dinner together.
The tension really rises here. Mr. Harper's defense starts to crack as the judge brings in the financial details. It's clear now, he's earning big, but his refusal to be truthful about his income raises more eyebrows. The money talk has turned from his business to a battle over who's responsible for maintaining the family's luxurious lifestyle. But it's about more than just who pays for what. It's about the balance of power in this marriage. Who will come out on top?
So what I'm going to do is to order you pay spousal maintenance to your wife. And it's not going to be anything that's, forever, ma'am. I just want you to understand that it will definitely be a temporary situation, at least to get you on your feet so you can look for a job. find suitable living arrangements for the children and everything like that. So first, let's start with child support. You said your yearly income is about $280,000 a year. So that would put you, even if it's at $300,000, ma'am, in Texas, he caps. So his gross would be based on $12,325.35, which would make his net resources $9,200. Now, sir, are these the only 2 children you have?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So $9,200.
Supposedly.
Well, that has nothing to do with me. We're going to.
As we dive into the financial breakdown, things get tense. The judge orders Mr. Harper to continue paying for essentials like child support, the nanny, and private school, but there's a catch. The spousal support isn't as generous as Mrs. Harper had hoped. It's temporary, and the judge is making it clear it's not meant to be a permanent solution. The reality of the situation hits. She's going to have to stand on her own eventually. But is it fair to expect someone to rebuild their life so quickly?
We can review that at a later date, but as of today, that has nothing to do with me. So when we look at your income, that brings your net resources to about $8,891. You have 2 children. So if we multiply that by 25%, that brings your child support amount to $2,222.75. Now, your wife testified, and you really didn't disagree with her, that you testified about the nanny costing $1,200 a month. I'm going to order that you keep paying that. The private school is $1,800 a month. I'm going to order that you keep paying that. Wife also testified that the mortgage potentially for the next home will be about $3,000. I'm not going to order him to pay all of that. But
The judge has spoken. Mr. Harper must continue paying, but it's not a blank check. Child support is set, but spousal maintenance is temporary, meant to get Mrs. Harper back on her feet. This isn't about a lifetime of luxury. It's a bridge to stability. But the stakes are high. Mrs. Harper has to prove that she can support herself while raising 2 kids, and if she can't, Mr. Harper might have grounds to reduce or cut off support. The pressure is on her now.
For child support and spousal maintenance to $6,800 a month, which I believe is pretty fair. I mean, you've been maintaining the nanny, you've been maintaining the private school. Nothing should change when it comes to the children. But as far as you're concerned, I do believe that part of that responsibility should be yours, paying the mortgage. And I just want to reiterate, this is only temporary. So you start working, you make decent living, the children, for whatever reason.
As the case winds down, Mrs. Harper's future is uncertain. The financial support she was granted is only temporary, and with her lack of a job, the road ahead looks tough. Will she be able to find a way to support herself and maintain the lifestyle her children are accustomed to? Or will the spousal maintenance run out, forcing her into a difficult reality? The clock is ticking, and the outcome of this case could set a precedent for future decisions.
Are no longer in private school, or the nanny is for whatever reason removed, he can come back and petition the court and ask for something different. And there's a high likelihood his payment of spousal support to you may be removed. So I just want to make sure I'm clear about it.
So what if it takes me a year to get a job?
Well,
Probably take her longer than that.
The final decision is in. The judge has ordered $6,800 a month in support, which includes child support and temporary spousal maintenance. But there's a condition. Mrs. Harper must prove she's actively seeking work and making strides toward independence. This case isn't a win for her, but it's not a loss either. It's a compromise, and it leaves the door open for both parties to continue fighting for what they believe is fair. What do you think? Did the judge make the right call?
I hope it wouldn't take you years, ma'am. At that point, you're just being spoiled, must I say. It should not take you years to find a job. If it takes you years to find a job, that means you are intentionally not actively looking for a job. And if he comes back in here, and that is the case, I will surely make sure that he stops paying you spousal maintenance. Okay? Is there anything further?
No.
You have any other questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
And that's a wrap on this emotional showdown. The court's decision might seem fair, but the real question is how long it will take before either party truly gets what they want. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more high-stakes courtroom drama. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Vonda B court is now in session. Judges Gates Brown.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Brown.
Yes.
You brought this case before the court?
I did.
What's going on?
Well, she left when our son was 11 months old. He's 10
11
now.
months?
11 months, yes. And she chose to pursue her career.
Wait a
over
minute,
being a
I got
parent.
hung up. You said 11 months
11
and he's
months.
10 years
And
old
he's
now?
10 years old now. She chose her career over being a parent, although she wanted to be a parent, and left me with the child. It's been hard. I do what I can do. I take care of our son. She's still chasing her dreams. Nothing wrong with that, but she did decide to have a child, and, I just want to know what happened,
All right, guys, buckle up, because today's case is a whirlwind of emotions and financial frustrations. A father has been raising his son for 10 years, but after a decade of doing everything alone, he's finally demanding justice. The mother, a career-driven esthetician, is now under fire for neglecting her financial responsibilities. This isn't just a custody battle, it's a fight for accountability. Can you feel the tension rising yet?
Some kind of financial compensation if she's chasing her dreams and making all the money she wants to make. Maybe she can just throw some money our way, and that'll be fine.
That would be fine, and I agree with that,
Yeah.
ma'am. Is there a reason that you have not paid this man child support? He's been having your son for 10 years.
He said throw some money their way. What that mean? Some money their way?
Would you clarify for her
Well,
what
if
you
she
mean by
doesn't
that,
want
sir?
to be in his life and be around and be a mother, and I have to be the father and the mother, then maybe I should be compensated for being the father and the mother.
You mean by paying child support?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all he
support.
looks for is money.
Well, he would
Okay,
like to play baseball.
it takes more than air to raise a child, ma'am. To pay something. What else do you want him to receive to be able to raise this child? I'm listening.
And our child has dreams.
He needs to get a job and stop trying to
Okay,
depend on
no,
me.
what you need to do is listen.
As the father explains his struggle, you can hear the pain in his voice. He's been doing it all, taking care of their son while the mother chases her dreams. He wants one thing: financial compensation. He's not asking for much, just a recognition of his sacrifice. But the real question is, should a parent be compensated for doing the job of two? What's your take on this? Could you ever imagine raising a child without any support?
Into what I'm saying and answer my question and not worry about what he has going on. Everything is about you right now.
Isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is. We'll get to the money part in just a minute in terms of calculations, because this child has been with him for a long time, and to go without any sort of financial assistance and what you've turned in, you've made money and you have not given anything to him for your child, it's absurd.
I've been throwing money his way, and I don't know what he been doing with it, because I make over $85,000 a year.
Excuse me?
Over $85,000 a year.
You make over $85,000
Over
a year.
$85,000
She hasn't
a
given
year,
you any
and I've
money,
been-
sir?
Not too much. And really,
Not too-
the thing is,
This dude is lying. This
The thing
dude is
is-
lying.
Excuse me, I can't listen to both of y'all at the same time. I have 2 ears, but I only can listen to one person
well, the
at a
thing
time.
is, she's all free pursuing her career. I have to.
Now, things are getting heated. The mother claims she's been sending money his way. But let's be honest, it's clear it hasn't been consistent. The judge's face says it all. This is unacceptable. Can you imagine being a father, shouldering the full responsibility, and receiving nothing but empty promises? The mother has been busy building her career, but that doesn't excuse her complete lack of involvement in her child's life. Does this sound like the actions of a responsible parent?
Watch the child.
Wait a minute, what kind of, ma'am,
Well,
please.
it's hard to find a job and take care of a kid.
What kind of career does she have?
She's an esthetician.
Okay.
Eyelashes, taking care of people's eyelashes.
Okay.
She makes pretty good money at it. Actually, she's good at her job.
And
Okay.
she
I would
work
give her
hard
that.
for it too.
However,
Ma'am,
diapers and
excuse me, sir. All this extra and this attitude, I'm the only person that can have an attitude in here, okay? Yes, it's right. So I'm gonna need you to tone it down a little bit, okay? Thanks. Go ahead, sir.
And our 10-year-old is a grown boy, and has a lot of things he'd like to do, and it's very hard for me. I don't want to get any government assistance. I would like to do it as best as I can on my own. However, I can't go back to school and take care of our son and have a job and run a business. Is very hard, and
I imagine so.
It is.
I imagine so.
Here's where things take an emotional turn. The father lays bare the struggles, working multiple jobs, trying to provide for a growing child. His son needs go-karts, video games, and activities to spark his creativity. But these things cost money, and right now, that money isn't coming from the mother. You can almost feel the weight of his words. How hard would it be to give your child everything they deserve while barely scraping by?
What type of expenses does your son have?
He has normal childhood expenses, food.
Is he involved in extracurricular activities?
Yes, he likes to read. He likes games. I like to keep him with electronics and things to spark his interest.
What type of extracurricular activities?
He likes go-karts, motorcycles. He likes race cars, train sets, video games, going out to the park, going to the lake, and all that.
Ma'am, do you hear all of that? All of that costs money.
It sure does, and like he said, I've been throwing money their way.
Every now and then, it hasn't been consistent.
It's not very consistent.
And it clearly cannot be consistent. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a reason to be here.
Does he have a job? Can you ask him that question?
Man, you know what? He's taking care of the child.
Doing what though?
The child lives with him, correct?
Correct.
Right. So whether he works or not, it doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that he is raising you.
Now, the truth is coming to light. The mother makes $85,000 a year, but has failed to provide any significant support. The judge is furious. He doesn't want to hear excuses. This is about a child's well-being. And you know what? The judge has had enough. The numbers are clear. She can afford to help, but instead, she's been avoiding her responsibility. How would you react in this situation? Would you trust someone who's been neglecting their own flesh and blood for years?
All's child, and you're not doing anything consistently. So we're going to make that change.
According to him, though, right?
I want to see you do the same. After I finish with these calculations. Though. Okay, so who carries health insurance?
Obviously not him.
Do you carry it? Do you carry health insurance for the child?
Ask him.
Do you carry health insurance for
all the information?
Ma'am.
Well, see, that's the problem. I have a hard time communicating with her. Communication.
I'm having a hard time communicating with her, so I can't even imagine what you have to deal with and talking to her about the child.
And he just wants to know where his mother is and why she doesn't want to be part of our lives and why she doesn't want to come around, why she wasn't be involved in school activities.
That is a legitimate concern. That is
the
a legitimate concern.
Know where his mother
Sir,
is.
Who pays health insurance for the child?
Well, the health insurance, it's kind of hard right now.
So he doesn't have any health insurance coverage right now?
He has no health insurance.
The judge hits her with the cold, hard truth. The father's been taking care of the child for a decade, and the mother has done nothing consistently. That's the reality check right there. And now the mother has no choice but to pay. The judge orders her to pay child support based on her income and even back support, taking into account the past 4 years of neglect. Do you think this decision is fair? Can the damage be undone with a monthly check?
Please.
So we're going to fix that right now. So according to your own testimony and your tax returns and your 1099s, it does equate to about $85,000 a year. So what we're going to do is order you to pay child support. Based on your gross, it comes out to $7,083.33. And right now the child isn't covered on any sort of health insurance coverage, so you're also going to be responsible for obtaining health insurance for the child, okay? And I'm going to order you do that within 30 days. That's what you're going to have your net resources at $5,138.10. So your child support obligation monthly, and giving you credit, how many other children did you say?
I have 4.
4, okay. So giving you credit for your other children, your child support obligation comes out to $698.78.
And then it's time for the judge to get down to the numbers. Over $30,000 in retroactive child support and $1,698 in monthly payments. The father's demand for justice is finally being answered, but the mother still tries to downplay her involvement, questioning the father's job prospects. The irony? She's the one with the stable career, and now she's being held accountable. It's moments like these that make you wonder, is it ever too late to step up?
It's $33,541.44. And I'm going to have you repay that monthly at $1,000. So your total monthly obligation is $1,698.78 for a child support obligation. Any questions about that?
As long as he get a for me.
You know what, ma'am? He can't be living off of you if you haven't given him anything consistently.
That's according to him.
Okay, well, you haven't provided me with anything different. Okay, so, exactly. Is there anything further, sir?
No, not too much. As long as she doesn't want to be around and she's willing to financially help support him, then maybe I can go off and further my education and be a better father and mother.
Sounds good to me. So, if there's nothing further from either of you, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, you know what, ma'am, cut it.
As the father speaks out about wanting to further his education and improve his own life, it's a moment of clarity. He's not just asking for money. He's asking for a chance to do better for his son. The mother has been MIA for so long, and now, with the court's decision, he gets a glimpse of what real justice could look like. Will this be the wake-up call she needs to step up, or is this just another chapter in her avoidance?
Session, Judge, this is the case of Bridges.
Thank you.
Yes.
You all may be seated. Mr. Bridges, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I found out that she has a little bit more money, and I wanted a little bit more for the child.
Okay. How old is the child?
12.
How did you find out she had
The
more?
child told me.
What? You asked the child or the child told you?
Oh, the child told me. Came back from visiting with her and is like, Mama has more money.
What? Where did he say this money came from?
He didn't tell me. He kind of only heard little bits. It's from the life insurance policy that she has, and only way I think of that is if she got a loan. Oh.
Ma'am.
He's lying.
Ma'am, when I get to you, you'll have your opportunity to speak, okay? So, the child said life insurance?
All right, guys, buckle up for today's shocking courtroom drama. A father is about to expose his ex-partner's secret. She's been hiding money, and not just a little bit. This is about life insurance, $30,000, and the purchase of luxury purses. What starts as a simple dispute over child support quickly escalates into a financial expose. Who's telling the truth here? Stay tuned as the drama unfolds.
It's me. Do not address each other. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Now, is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
I mean, the child did tell me what he believes she was using it for.
What did he say she was using it for? Because I think that matters.
No.
Purses?
Purses?
Yes.
Purses? What kind of purse? Like the one she has, the table there?
I don't know purses, so I can't say. I just know that he said Mama's got new purses.
Oh, okay. So Mama, tell me about these purses.
What? I'm an interior designer, so I have to make sure that I match with everything I wear.
Okay, and you have to make sure that you have the money to buy that, right?
Well, I go bargain shopping.
Okay.
There's a lot of good purses out there, but I go shopping for my son too, so, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's saying.
So you're saying that your son didn't tell him?
Here's where things get wild. The father claims the child told him that the mother has been hiding money, specifically from a life insurance policy. The twist? She denies it, calling the child a liar, but the judge doesn't buy it. When the mother is asked about taking money out, she finally admits to $30,000. But wait, she's not using it for the child. No, she used it on purses. Michael Kors bags, to be exact. What do you think? Was this just a reckless decision, or is there something more behind it?
That you took money out of a life insurance policy?
No.
Well,
no,
let me ask you
I don't
this.
think so.
Did you take money out of a life insurance policy? It's
maybe?
a yes or no. It's not an
Yes, I
Okay,
did.
so he was not lying then. You called him a liar. He's not lying about that. You took money out. How much did you take?
$30,000.
$30,000 out of a life insurance policy to buy purses? What kind of purses are you buying?
A lot of purses.
Like what? What kind of bag is that?
It's a Michael Kors.
Okay, you know what? You obviously came here to waste my time. You did. As an interior designer, how much money are you making?
I'm not making
That was not my question. As an interior designer, how much?
At this point, the judge is trying to make sense of the finances. The mother claims she's an interior designer making $60,000, but taking out half of that, $30,000, for luxury goods is a tough sell. The question now is, does she have the child's best interests at heart, or has she been prioritizing her own material needs? With no child support given for the son, and a life insurance payout clearly not spent on him, it's no wonder the father is demanding answers. This is more than just a case about money. It's about responsibility, priorities, and trust.
Let's talk about the monies, okay? So at $60,000, I'm going to calculate your gross for that. And I'm also going to calculate that gross for that $30,000 that you have. Where is that money housed right now?
It's in my account somewhere.
So, don't play with me. In your account somewhere. In like a bank account? You're not doing anything with it?
It's somewhere safe where he don't need to be touching it.
You know what? Well, he's definitely getting ready to touch it because I'm getting ready to do these numbers. The $60,000 a year, I have your gross at $4,800. Your net for that is $3,000.
Now, the math gets even more intense. The judge breaks down the numbers. The mother's gross salary is $60,000, and she's sitting on $30,000 in a safe account. What's worse, she's got no real plans for it. The total net? A measly $6,079, and the child support amount? $1,250. This calculation, combined with her luxurious spending habits, paints a picture of someone who's been less than transparent. The judge can clearly see through this, and the consequences? They're about to hit hard.
$144.63. Total net of $6,079.81. Who carries health insurance for the child?
I do.
Okay, how much is health insurance?
About 120.
120, okay. Is that for you and the child or for the child only?
Child only.
Okay, child only. And I see here you did not ask for medical reimbursement. I'm just going to have you continue that coverage, okay? You continue the coverage for that. And then at a later date, we may entertain reimbursement for her, but you didn't ask for it today, okay?
Understood.
So, net $6,079.81. That bring your child support amount to $1,215.97.
I mean,
You have anything else to say? You want to tell me about some more money you have in a safe place so I can make that
Here's where the mother's attempts to cover up fall apart. She had the chance to come clean, but instead, she downplays her actions and refuses to claim any additional funds hidden in her safe place. The child support amount has now been set, but the judge's frustration is palpable. The mother had every chance to prove she was a responsible parent, but her lack of transparency and willingness to engage in luxury spending has raised too many red flags. This case is a perfect example of how dishonesty catches up with you.
child support amount go up?
no, I don't.
Okay, so you don't have anything further then, I'm guessing, right?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have anything further, Mr. Bridges?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, well, you all are dismissed.
As the gavel falls, the mother's lack of cooperation and truthfulness leads to a final child support ruling, one that reflects the damage done to trust in this relationship. But what's truly heartbreaking here is how the child's needs were sidelined for personal indulgences. This courtroom moment serves as a harsh reminder that when it comes to responsibility, it's not just about numbers. It's about doing right by the ones who depend on you. If this case shocked you like it did us, don't forget to like, drop your thoughts below, and hit subscribe for more explosive courtroom drama.
Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1065, Cruz case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. All right, Mr. Cruz, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm trying to get a reduction in my child support.
Okay.
All right, guys, buckle up because today's case is a wild ride. We've got a father fighting for a reduction in his child support payments due to financial struggles. But as you'll see, things are much more complicated than they first appear. From new responsibilities to a messy business situation, let's see if this request gets granted or crushed under the weight of legal reality.
I recently been working and my wages has been reduced, so I want to see if I can get my child support reducted.
Okay. How much were you making?
Originally, about 100 a year.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm a restaurant owner.
Okay. So now, what are your wages looking like?
About yearly or weekly?
Yearly.
78, 70.
Right off the bat, Cruz opens with a request for a child support reduction because his income dropped from $100,000 to $78,000. But here's the twist. He owns a restaurant, and it seems like his business may not be the real issue. He hints at reduced hours, but could there be more going on here? Does his story add up?
So from about 100 to 78,000?
Yeah.
All right. Have you had to lay off employees or anything like that?
It's been, hours been reduced.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it took a reduction in hours. All right. Is that it? You just want to reduce because your wages changed?
And I actually have a new wife.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and a newborn on the way.
This is where things start to get a bit sticky. Cruz mentions a new wife and a newborn, but his ex-wife isn't buying it. She thinks he's not prioritizing his older child enough, and she's not shy about saying it. Could this really be about more than just money? Is there some hidden resentment between them?
Okay. So what are you thinking?
Maybe like 600. 6.
And is that for the whole family or is that just for the 2 newborns?
2 newborns.
Okay. Well, not 2 newborns, the newborn and the 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay. So $600 just for them too?
All of us to put all of.
Okay, so all of you together is $600. How many people are on that plan?
3.
Well, it can't be 3.
Yeah, it's me. Me,
No.
my son, my daughter.
You, your son, what about your wife?
Oh, well, she's not on there.
Okay.
We just.
Here's a key moment. Cruz admits his health insurance costs have gone up, yet his ex-wife challenges him by saying it's not enough. Health insurance, kids, a newborn. There's so much at stake, and yet they're stuck on the numbers. Is he asking for too much? Or is the system failing to consider the full picture?
And I just need some help from y'all to help me reduce my child support.
Okay. All right. Ma'am?
Yes.
Is there anything you want me to know?
Yeah, actually.
All right. Are you in agreement to his child support being reduced?
No, I am not.
Okay, tell me about that.
I think it is fine as it is. I don't want to fight to increase it. I think the payment you are paying. The restaurant that he owns, same business. I don't see there being any less business. The only hours that were reduced were mine because your wife is the manager.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I didn't catch that part.
Yeah.
Run that by me again.
So
Cruz drops a bombshell. His wife is the manager of the restaurant. And get this, she works weekends, too. So now we're hearing that his ex-wife believes his reduced hours are a direct result of family tension, not business loss. Is there a deeper rift that's affecting his financial stability? This just got a whole lot more complicated.
So I had to pick up another job to make do.
Okay, so you, him, and new wife all work together?
Yeah, well, I only work on the weekends now, but yeah.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, we all get along. We make things work out for the family.
Oh.
I mean, for the better.
If that's the case, then you all wouldn't be here, right? Because you want a decrease. She's saying no. So you all get along?
I don't understand how it's supposed to pay.
Now Cruz gets a little defensive and tensions rise. His ex-wife is questioning his commitment to supporting his child, and he's starting to lose his cool. Who's in the right here? Is Cruz really just struggling financially? Or is he making excuses to avoid his responsibilities?
Pretty much significant loss since Corona hit. Our customers.
I can believe that. You know, that's happened to a lot of businesses.
So we've been trying to recover from that. So her hours may just be from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't think your hours got reduced because of COVID?
No. I'm the strongest server there.
Why do you think your hours were reduced?
Because his wife doesn't like me there.
Now she's cool with her.
Not when you're around.
Oh.
I haven't seen
Sounds
that.
a little messy.
I haven't seen that. we don't. I don't think just so far as business-wise, we don't mix the.
Here's a key emotional moment. Cruz admits the pandemic hurt his business, but is this just another excuse? His ex-wife is visibly frustrated, and she argues he doesn't want to support the child he already has. The clash between their perspectives couldn't be more evident. Will the judge see through these tensions and get to the truth?
You're saying no, just based on you don't think that the business has changed or anything. Do you have any documentation that you brought with you today that shows his income has not decreased as he just testified to? He says $1,000 now, right?
Yeah.
Besides your belief, do you have any other reason to suggest that maybe he's not being truthful about what his income is?
Well, I just think, like, him having a new child, he doesn't want to support the child he already has to the extent that he can.
Okay.
And I feel like...
I take care of.
Whoa, things just took a turn. Cruz's ex-wife calls him out for not wanting to support his child, and Cruz defends himself by saying he simply can't afford it. The problem? The judge is now seeing just how deep the conflict runs. Are these two ever going to agree on anything? This could be a turning point.
Saying he doesn't want to support, he's saying he can't afford to support what it was. And if the roles were reversed and you were in that situation, wouldn't you want him to consider what you're saying is true and possibly work with you and reduce your child?
Yeah, that would be fair.
Okay. Well, I think that's fair too. So this is what we're going to do. Based on your testimony, that your wages have decreased, and you kind of alluded to not that his wages necessarily decreased, but that the business is not doing so well because your hours have been reduced. We may not necessarily...
The judge finally steps in, asking Cruz to consider what it would be like if the roles were reversed. Now, Cruz is faced with the harsh reality of the situation. No easy answers, no quick fixes. It's a gut check for him. The question is, will this be enough to sway him to reconsider his stance?
Your new gross comes out to $6,500. That brings your net to $5,157, giving you credit for both of the children that you have, and I gave you credit for your health insurance, okay? The new health insurance amount for $400. I couldn't give you $600 because it's only for the children, okay? So with that, your new child support amount comes out to $825. Based on what you used to pay at that $100,000, your child support was $1,242. So it went down about $300.
The judge delivers a final ruling. Cruz's child support is reduced by $300, down to $825 per month. While Cruz seems satisfied with the outcome, his ex-wife's face says it all. Is this really fair to both sides? And what does this mean for the future of their co-parenting relationship?
Okay. So what about if we gave her like maybe 12, 10?
This has nothing to do with her income. This is about yours.
Okay.
Why would you want her working more to decrease your child support?
So she can make more money to help
Pay
me
for
out.
his other baby.
See, now you starting to waste my time. Don't do that. Don't do it. You have a legitimate reason to be here, and you have a legitimate request. Don't be ugly, okay?
All right.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
So that's the final answer for the 800.
That's what I said, right?
A final twist. Cruz tries to negotiate one last time. He asks if the support can go even lower if his wife's hours are increased. The judge quickly shuts that down, calling out Cruz for wasting time. Is he really trying to manipulate the system, or is he genuinely just trying to make ends meet?
To be exact, a month. What are you doing?
That's $9,900 a month. How much?
Okay. You were paying $1,242. Do you want me to increase it back?
It's cool.
Oh, okay. So you don't have any more questions, right?
Nah, it's cool. So
Okay.
800.
$825.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Nothing further?
That's it.
The answer is no, right?
Yeah. That's it.
Because your child support got reduced. You got what you were looking for, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything further from you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
And with that, the case comes to a close. Cruz gets what he asked for, a reduction in his child support. But at what cost? Tension remains between him and his ex-wife, and the future of their co-parenting isn't looking any brighter. If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
You all may be seated. Okay, Ms. Kirby, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, this gentleman, Douglas Kirby, he stopped paying child support about a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Danny, he's 8 now. I want to know what is going on, and I want to know when he's going to stop paying child support, please.
Okay. So how long?
All right, folks, we're diving into a tense battle today between Douglas Kirby and his ex-wife. Douglas has stopped paying child support for the last 2 years, and his ex-wife is demanding answers. But here's the twist. Douglas claims he's battling a serious illness, multiple sclerosis, which has left him unable to work. What happens next could set the stage for a groundbreaking decision in family law. Stick with us as we dig into the emotional highs and lows of this courtroom drama.
Has it been since he paid child support?
He paid for 3 years.
Okay.
And it's been 2 years since I haven't received anything.
Okay, 2 years, okay. And you said the child is 8?
Yes.
8 years, okay. All right, Mr. Kirby, is there a reason why you have not paid child support in 2 years?
Correct, Your Honor. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis about 3 years ago, and over the period of 8 months, it actually got really bad, and so I have not been able to really. I'm unemployed at the moment. I have not been able to work. However, I received disability and Social Security, and I've got the paperwork here if you need to see that.
Well, I have a copy of it up here with you, what was turned in.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Douglas claims his illness has severely impacted his ability to work, which raises the question, should his ex-wife's demands for more child support be ignored? The judge has to weigh the seriousness of his diagnosis against the financial responsibilities he once shouldered. But here's where it gets interesting. His ex-wife doesn't buy it. She's accusing him of faking it. The emotional stakes couldn't be higher as both parties lock horns over what's fair for their son, Danny.
So I see award letters. He does receive Social Security and disability.
Well, first of all, I think he's lying. Second of all, he can work with minimal duties.
Well, what do you think he's lying about? You think he's lying about the disability? You think he's lying about the award letters that I'm looking at because they look like official documents from the state?
Okay, ma'am, it's like this. This guy is not good. Once we got married 9 years ago, I took care of him. Doesn't have a job. I made him to go back to college. I made him to get a degree. He's got a good job in IT. Okay, as soon as he got the job, okay, I don't want to be married anymore. Really? All right, you have a good job. Pay child support. Then, okay, he was paying $1,000 a month. Now I'm $1,000 a month short.
This is where the real drama unfolds. His ex-wife doesn't just challenge his disability. She questions his character. She claims he's lazy, that he doesn't want to work, and that he's been avoiding responsibility for years. But Douglas is sitting right there, explaining how he's physically unable to do what he used to, how his life has dramatically changed. Can the judge see past her accusations and make a fair ruling? This is a courtroom showdown between empathy and entitlement.
For 2 years.
Okay, I understand that, but you understand that he has a legitimate excuse for not paying anything, right? I understand it may be frustrating, but you do understand that, right?
He cannot work in IT? He cannot just push the buttons?
Well, if he
like
has something from a doctor saying that he cannot work. Until he gets something that actually releases him to work or he stops receiving benefits from the state, we really can't order him to pay any child support.
What he wants to do, he just wants to stay home, sleep until noon, whatever, then go out there, play guitar or whatever it is that he was doing before we got married. He just doesn't want any responsibilities.
Now, the judge must make a critical decision. Should he reduce Douglas' child support payments given the medical evidence, or should he enforce the original terms, regardless of his disability? The court isn't here to judge his illness, but the question is, can he fulfill his duties as a father even when his health is compromised? The tension is thick as the judge explains that unless Douglas can show concrete evidence of being cleared to return to work, there's little that can be done to change the current arrangement.
I think he needs a revaluation on his medical exam.
Okay, well you definitely can pay for that if you want to do a reevaluation or anything like that, but he can't give you what he does not have. So I can't modify his child support or anything like that to make him pay you any more money. He can't do that, not when he has a legitimate reason not to be doing it.
Can you order him to pay health insurance? Because I'm paying $300 right now for the health insurance for the child.
Is that for the child only, or is that
yes,
for
ma'am.
you? Like I said, until he, gets some sort of clearance, some sort of W-2 paycheck stub that says he's making around the amount that he was making, you really can't.
The court's decision is clear. For now, no changes to child support. But here's the twist. The judge does leave room for an increase if Douglas' financial situation improves. This case may be closed for now, but the emotional impact on both parents, not to mention the child, is undeniable. It's a difficult decision that balances compassion with responsibility. Can they move forward from this emotional roller coaster? And what does it mean for future cases where the stakes are this high?
Go back to college and get my degree, and it worked out for quite a bit. I even set some money aside for college for Danny, but it's just at the moment I can't. And like I said, over 8 months it just kept getting worse. There's small signs of it getting slightly better, but it's really bad. Right, stare at screens, the numbers get blurred within it. At the moment, I do apologize, but it's not something I can do. I would love to. I love our son as much as you do, but right now, if we're being honest, you make you make a decent amount annually.
I believe he's sincere. I believe he's being very sincere about what he's saying.
When I can contribute, if I'm cleared, I'm more than willing to do it, Your Honor.
Yeah. It's always something. It's always some kind of excuses, Your Honor.
Well, the good thing is that if and when that time comes and he's able to make even more money, right? You understand that your child support can go.
Your Honor.
Okay?
Correct.
So in the event that happens, you can get an increase, but just nothing for today. Okay? Do you have any other questions?
No.
No? Okay. Do you have any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
Well, there you have it. No resolution for today, but the door is left open for future changes. Will Douglas' situation improve, or will his ex-wife's concerns be justified? Let us know what you think. Was the judge right in his decision, or should the ex-wife have been given more? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, like the video, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more explosive courtroom drama.
You all may be seated. Okay. Miss Moore?
Yes, ma'am.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, my husband, or I'm sorry, ex-husband, we have a mutually beneficial agreement with our children where he keeps them at night and I keep them during the day.
Okay.
But my job no longer allows me to stay home with them during the day, and I would like for them to go to daycare now during the day, and he does not want.
Okay. How old are the children?
2 years and 18 months.
Okay. And you already picked out the daycare you want them to go to and everything like that?
Yes.
How much is it?
It is $500 a month.
$500 for both children?
For one child. So it's $1,000 a month for both children.
All right, let's get into this. We're in a courtroom, but this is far from your average custody battle. What happens when two parents can't even agree on the simplest thing, daycare for their kids? Meet Ms. Moore and her ex-husband, Mr. Davis, who have a volatile co-parenting arrangement. It's a conflict of trust, control, and health concerns, one that'll spark heated debate over how to raise kids in the modern world. But is a daycare full of germs really the deal breaker here? Let's dive in.
Oh, okay.
It's a nationally accredited daycare.
Okay. That's not bad for 2 kids. What's your opposition to that?
Well, I don't think they should be in daycare. I think she should stay with them like we originally planned. I didn't get a chance to check out the daycare. I just would rather them stay with her mom or one of our family members.
Okay. Did you let him know which daycare?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
He was invited to go meet the teachers and do the tour, but he opted not to go.
So you did have an opportunity to go?
Yeah, I was invited, but I don't really want my kids in that daycare. I don't want to be in that
What's
daycare.
wrong with the daycare?
They're full of germs. For starters,
this courtroom is full of germs.
Okay, but children germs.
Here's where things get heated. Mr. Davis says no daycare because he's worried about germs. Sure, it's a valid concern, but is it reasonable to deny your kids access to socializing and learning at daycare because of your own fears? Let's remember, daycare isn't just about germs. It's about development, structure, and independence. And on top of that, he refuses to even take a look at the daycare he's rejecting. This might not be a germaphobe issue. Could it be something deeper, like control?
They're next level.
Okay, do they disinfect the daycare?
I don't know that.
Right, you don't know. So you haven't even had the opportunity, you haven't taken the opportunity to try to do any kind of research.
Okay.
But the fact that there are germs at the daycare, I mean, that's not a good enough reason why you don't want them in there.
I would rather them be with family, people we know.
Okay, I mean, that's a valid...
Your Honor, may I say something?
Yes.
I'm a doctor. I'm around germs all day. This is one reason that we did not work out.
It's a big problem.
My ex-husband is a germaphobe, and he feels like if the children aren't kept in a bubble basically all day, that something terrible is going to happen to them. But that's no reason. That's no way for the. And I have to go save lives every day, while he just sits in his living room. Hermetically sealed off living room.
That's dramatic.
Well,
Ms. Moore lays it down hard, calling her ex a germaphobe and revealing how his behavior has been a major problem in their relationship. But here's the real kicker. He wouldn't even show up for the daycare tour. Why does he think he has the right to dictate where the kids go if he's not willing to even see what's in their best interest? It's a clear sign of how deeply his control issues run. He's not putting the kids first. He's putting his own fears at the forefront.
I mean, it's nothing wrong with them going to school already. You do want them to start learning a lot of things. You just do. There are some things that you guys are not going to be able to teach them at home. Not that you can't, it's just you may not have the time. So I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea, but I do think it's a good idea for you to go and speak to the teachers, look around the daycare, see about the cleanliness of it and everything like that. And you guys should just work together and co-parent. So the agreement is just going to stand what it is. You guys keep doing your agreement where you have your time with.
Now, the judge chimes in, offering a balanced perspective. The kids are young, and daycare could provide them with much-needed structure and social interaction. It's not just about keeping them safe. It's about setting them up for the future. The judge sees the bigger picture, even when the parents are stuck in their narrow, emotional stances. And notice how the judge subtly calls out Mr. Davis for not looking at the daycare's potential. It's a subtle but effective nudge towards responsibility and maturity, something this case needs.
Sure that daycare does get paid is that you guys split it. So $1,000, you pay $500, you pay $500, and it's going to go through the Attorney General of Texas, and that's just the best way to do it because that at least ensures that the children's daycare is paid for month to month.
Oh, okay, but now I'm paying.
The judge is now trying to strike a fair deal by splitting the daycare costs down the middle. But here's the issue. Mr. Davis claims he shouldn't have to pay for daycare he doesn't even want. That's where the imbalance really starts to show. He argues the money should be his responsibility only if the kids are with him. But doesn't that just underline his control over the situation? He's not seeing the bigger picture of raising children together, which requires compromise. And let's not forget, he makes more than her. Shouldn't he contribute fairly?
It could be more expensive than that. And I think that's fair. Or, I could base, let me see, how much money you make a year? Your document says $62,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like for me to base child support that you pay her off of $62,000 a year? Because I can assure you it will be more than $500.
Then no.
Okay, well, in that case, is there anything further between either
No,
of you?
Your Honor, thank you.
That'll be all? That'll be all from you? Okay,
Yes.
where you all are dismissed.
Well, the case wraps with the judge's final decision. Split the daycare costs fairly, and let's focus on the kids. The verdict here is about cooperation, not control. It's a reminder that co-parenting isn't just about making decisions for your kids. It's about making decisions that allow them to thrive, no matter how difficult that might be. If this case shocked you like it did us, don't forget to like, drop your thoughts below, and hit subscribe for more explosive courtroom drama.